What's going on, y'all? Today we are reacting to Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. I'm curious about this. I'm curious about this game. I seen like the thumbnail. I try not to like see too much before I like just watch the trailer, because I want it all to be genuine. I want to be like in the moment. But it looks pretty interesting. I'm going in with pretty much no expectation. So yeah, let's see how this turns out.
Whether you favor brute strength, devastating magic,
okay, side scroller
in between, your journey
oh man, those in that
of
bottom left corner, that looks kind of in depth.
Join us for a
I like that.
look at the play styles of
looks like you got a lot of different abilities.
Vanguard and Spellbinder.
Y'all know I like magic. I would probably go with the Spellbinder.
Each class offers a distinct combat style, influenced by your weapon, special abilities, and active skills. Choose a class
that skill tree was
preferred play style,
enormous.
Or mix and match to take a hybrid approach. The Vanguard is a melee specialist, perfect for players who thrive in the thick of the action.
Okay,
Vanguard
got that melee class.
Fueled by adrenaline, generated through light and heavy attacks, and stamina, crucial for using combat skills, rolling, and evading. Enter a barbaric trance with Emerge to inflict more damage and take more.
Man, this game.
Use heavy attack and uppercut
to
deal massive damage.
This game looks pretty interesting. It doesn't look like crazy. This definitely seems like a, not in a bad way, but like a low-end AA game in terms of like potentially like scope. Like nothing here is like visually like, you know, it's not like some like AAA visuals, obviously, but it seems like it still has that aesthetic. Obviously it's stylized. That's a cool aesthetic. I like the gameplay, how it looks, but it doesn't look like crazy gameplay, but it looks like it'll be satisfying and fun. And that's really what I think resonates with me more, like nowadays. Not even more nowadays. I think that's what it's always been. Like a lot of my favorite games looking back were the games that were just the most fun gameplay-wise. Kingdom Hearts 2, gameplay-wise, was so good and so fun. Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked was so much fun. Like it's just like like those, that game had like my favorite weapons in it. Co-op was like insanely fun. A lot of my favorite games I remember just throughout the years were just like fun. And this looks like that. And I'm looking at like the visuals, the effects, some of the like the UI, like you got different abilities. And deal death. Seeing like how they do like the magic. The caster approach renders you a glass cannon. Yeah. But enemies won't get close enough to test you. Yeah, I like this. Like I would definitely play the Spellbinder. It looks dope. I can see people, you know, playing the more martial character. I forget the name. Chaos Storm, and go out with a bang from your dark orb. With the Mage Assassin playstyle, you can close the gap and deal a flurry of spells before enemies know what's hit them. Oh man! Get up close to stab and stagger enemies with shadow shards. Like the gameplay doesn't look like as crazy, like rip a shadow wisp from the tight as, let's say, Path of Exile 2. Obviously, like they're different games, but in some ways it feels like a little similar into one play style. Like the skill trees, just certain aspects of it has a similar sort of feel. These individual classes or blend the Vanguard's raw strength. But yeah, looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's like, seems like again that's probably like a solid, like in other words, like a very solid like 7.5 combat system in terms of like the mechanical tightness of it. But I think like the fun of it would be like 10 out of 10. I don't know if that makes sense. Have you guys ever experienced that, like a game that's like, well, I guess like Elden Ring, not Elden Ring, I'm sorry, Skyrim is kind of like that. I mean, I guess Elden Ring probably could be that too, but Skyrim, as far as like, it's not necessarily like, it has a system, the system works well, but it's not like the most mechanically like tight, most mechanically balanced, or like, you know, most like fine-tuned thing like God of War Ragnarok's like combat in 2018. Like the combat's so like tight and all that, very balanced. But like Skyrim is still like crazy fun, right? And this looks like, again, not not the visual aesthetic of the fighting, just the, I guess, the polish of the mechanics of the fighting, just visually, is like, yeah, I can see this being like a solid like 7, as far as like mechanical tightness. But I think like the fun of it and the satisfaction of it will be very high. I think being able to have multiple abilities, customizing like your spells or your like that more berserker character. I don't know. It's like, I think it'll all be very like satisfying, right? So yeah, I give this a. I'm going to give this trailer I'm going to give it an 8, just like a medium like 8. It looks pretty cool. I can see myself playing it. I hope that this is one of those games that's like $40 or something, right? I don't know if I would want to buy this at like $70. In fact, I'll say I wouldn't want to. I would want to get it though. But again, I think it's one of those games like I'm trying to think of like another game that would be like this. Well, maybe like Darkest Dungeon 2. Like obviously very different games. But as far as like, yeah, I wouldn't want to pay like $70 for Darkest Dungeon or Darkest Dungeon 2, but they're good games I can see myself spending time in. But again, it's like, it looks good, but I think I'll have a good amount of fun. I don't think it's something that like I would play like a Elden Ring or like a Horizon Zero Dawn, in terms of like hours and all that sort of stuff. But I wish this game success, because I think I could see myself playing it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it's a cool trailer. I think that, like, I don't see anything bad here. I think it was all pretty interesting, all pretty exciting.
Fast parries.
Ultimately,
precise timing.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what studio makes this, but you guys got a pretty cool game on your hands. I really like what I see here. But yeah. Let me know, guys. Is this a game that you would be interested in playing? I'm interested, but let me know. Like, what game would you think you could like kind of compare this to? Because I'm trying to think, and I'm sure if I spent enough time thinking I could, but then this video might be longer than it needs to be. So let me know in the comments, guys. Like, what does this game kind of look like to you? What might be like a good comparison, so I could prepare myself if I end up playing it. But with that, guys, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Keep on paper chasing. I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.